Hey guys, so today I'm here with my 16-week pregnancy update for you guys. This week is very exciting, lots of exciting things in this video, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started like I typically do with my what to expect app and what the baby's been up to this past week. This past week the baby was the size of an avocado, and then it says here your baby now weighs in at a whopping 3 to 5 ounces, and the baby is 4 to 5 inches in length. The bones that are now in place in the ears means that they can possibly hear your voice as you talk to your partner and pals and sing in the car. While they're getting used to your voice, the tiny muscles in the body, especially the ones in the back, are gaining strength so they can straighten out a little more. And thanks to the developing facial muscles, I can never say those two at the same time, your baby is capable of making a few expressive frowns and squints even at this early stage. And the eyes are finally working, making small side-to-side movements and perceiving light. So I think that's so funny that they can actually or the baby can actually hear me now and hear me and Brian now. And because I read that last week, which is when I officially became 16 weeks, because you guys know I always film these when I've completed my week. I've completed my 16 weeks, so now I'm 17 weeks. So when I read that, I just thought it was so funny, and I decided to start kind of listening to Disney, Pandora, and I don't know, I've kind of just been not watching what I say, but I've definitely been kind of talking to the baby a little bit more, and it's just cool. I thought that was just interesting that the baby can actually now hear me. All right, let me pull up my symptoms now. So this week was so weird as far as symptoms go. I'm still having the slight nausea. Like I said in last week's pregnancy update, I tend to get it a lot more at night, and it's just really strong and annoying, and it makes me feel so sick. I have to eat dinner at 4:30, 5 o'clock, otherwise I'm done because I just get completely sick. So I'm still having that. I've also been having a lot of back aches and kind of severe cramping. I think it's honestly because the uterine wall and everything is stretching, everything is growing to adjust to the baby, and I tend to sleep a lot on my back. Ever since I found out I was pregnant, I started sleeping on my back, and I typically sleep flat on my stomach. So I've been sleeping on my back ever since I found out I was pregnant, and now it's just getting really uncomfortable. I'm thinking I'm gonna need to get a body pillow or something from Target because I just cannot get comfortable at night, and the cramps, I think it's just the way I'm sleeping. I'm getting crampy because nothing can really adjust and my back's just been hurting. So that's been fun. I haven't really gotten a lot of sleep because of that. I still go to sleep super early and I'm still tired all the time, but I haven't really gotten enough sleep. I feel I could sleep right now. I could probably take a really good nap right now. That's how tired I am. So yeah, I've just been having more backaches and some more severe cramping, which kind of sucks. And my last sort of symptom that I had was vomiting, which sucks. I hate when I say that. I haven't thrown up, I don't think, in a few weeks, but I did end up throwing up right before my doctor's appointment. We had a doctor's appointment on Monday, and I kind of felt really nauseous all morning, but I was I'll be okay. I've been okay for the past few weeks. I should be fine. And as soon as we pulled into the parking lot, I immediately vomited. It was so ironic because we're in a hospital parking lot and I'm puking. But it was actually kind of nice because then when I went into my appointment and they were like, "Oh, how are you feeling?" I'm like, "Well, I just threw up." So not the greatest. So they prescribed me more Zofran. I was on Zofran I was on Zofran starting with my 6 weeks, and I was on it for about a month, maybe a month, up to 10 weeks, and then when I ran out, I asked my doctor at my 10-week appointment if I could get a prescription refill for it, and he asked me if I was still feeling nauseous and if I was vomiting, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm still really nauseous, but I haven't really been throwing up," and he was like, "Okay, well, we'll just wait and see till your next appointment." And my next appointment was this week, so I had to wait 6 weeks, and I, in that time period, have been throwing up. So they definitely prescribed me a new refill, I guess, of the Zofran. The Zofran's honestly a lifesaver. It just, once you take it, you have energy, you don't want to throw up, everything just feels so good. So I'm very thankful that I'm back on that. It was really nice. So this doctor's appointment was basically just a checkup. Initially, it was supposed to be just a checkup. I told you guys that I was about 90% sure that we were going to find out the gender, and it's so funny the way things work out. Let me just tell you that. We're not supposed to find out the gender at all, But because my baby is such a punk, it's always been like this. Every appointment we've had, this baby has been a punk. You guys know the first appointment I had told you guys that he couldn't find the baby at first. That was when we had our first initial ultrasound, and he couldn't find the baby, and it felt like 10 minutes, but it was honestly probably like 5 minutes of him just kind of searching for the baby, and then of course he found it. And then this appointment we did, you know, just the initial checkup, weight gain. So far I've gained 7 pounds, 8 pounds since the start of my pregnancy, which is actually really good considering the amount I didn't eat my first trimester and the amount I have been eating now my second. We did blood pressure, everything's good. My temperature was fine, my blood pressure was great, my heartbeat's good. I took health science, so I kind of like remember what she was saying. I was like, oh, that sounds perfect. And then we were only supposed to hear the baby's heartbeat this appointment. So he got the Doppler, and you guys know we didn't hear the heartbeat the last appointment. He got out the Doppler, he put the warm gel, not the cooling gel. That was really nice. It was like warm. It felt really great on my belly, and he had the Doppler, and he was searching for the heartbeat, and I'm not even kidding you guys. It really physically was 10 minutes of him searching for this heartbeat. It was so weird because I'm like, okay, if he doesn't find this heartbeat, then what the hell is going on in my stomach? I know Brian and I were both very worried. I was pretty nervous because I mean, it physically was 10 minutes of him sitting there, and I mean, you could kind of tell he was getting frustrated, and I was like, well, here we go, this is it, you know, I'm done. So he finally was like, you know what, let's just get an ultrasound machine in here and we'll find the baby. And I looked at Brian and I'm like, this is it, like, we're gonna find out the gender today, because, you know, I knew there's still a baby in here. There's no reason that there wouldn't be. I'm growing, I've had these symptoms. I mean, if literally there was no child in me, then what the hell is going on in my stomach? So I knew I was pregnant. I knew there was a baby in there, but I looked at him and I'm like, we really just lucked out, because I've seen many an ultrasound in my life. I've seen friends and things from high school on Facebook. I've been to my mom's ultrasounds. So I definitely knew what to look for as far as like gender goes. So he put the ultrasound machine, he had the Doppler from that on me, instantly found the baby. I mean, this thing is massive, so it wasn't that hard to find the baby. The heartbeat though, like the way the baby was adjusted in my stomach, it was kind of like, it would have been hard for him to find the heartbeat. So I was very excited when he found the baby. We listened to the heartbeat. It was great, beating normally. I was so happy to hear it. It just felt so good. And I was kind of like, well, I know that it might be a little early, although I know it's not early because I know you can find out the gender as early as 14 weeks. I was like, I know it might be a little early, but if there's any way we can, you know, kind of see the gender today. You know, our parents have just been really hounding us, wanting us to find out. Like, I like really made it seem like, you know, Brian and I's parents were like desperate to know, not, you know, just us. I'm like, is there any way we can find out today? And he's like, oh yeah, we'll look, but I'm not gonna, you know, guarantee you anything. We'll look. Because our next appointment, the 8th of October, is the full anatomy scan, and that's generally when you would find out the gender. But that's not until I'm 21 weeks. So I was like, okay. So like I said, I've seen many an ultrasound in my life. The last one I think I saw was my mom's when she was pregnant with my brother Bryson. She actually went at 14 weeks. And I mean, it was clear as day that it was a boy. I mean, he had a little wiener. So I knew that, I kind of knew what to look for. I knew exactly what I was looking for. Our baby has a massive head, so that's gonna be fun. You know, you could definitely clearly see the body. We saw the heart, we saw the feet, and he kind of adjusted it so you could see the underside of the baby. So the way it was on the screen, you could see the baby's butt, like clear as day, and then 2 legs. So I could see in between the legs. Now I know, like I said, I know exactly what I'm looking for. So I looked and I'm like, do I see a penis? Like, do I see a wiener? And he was looking at it too. The doctor that I had has had 4 boys, and his wife is currently pregnant with a girl. So he pretty much knows what he's looking for too. So me and him were both looking. Brian can't see because Brian always forgets to bring his glasses. So he's just sitting there like, Kristen, tell me what it is. And I'm like, you know, really studying this screen. I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, I looked at the doctor, I look at the screen, I look at the doctor, and I'm like, I don't see a penis. I don't see one. And he's like, yeah, I would say it's about 80% chance that it's a girl. I don't think it's gonna grow a penis in the next few weeks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a girl. Don't hold me to it, but it's a girl. So I was just kind of staring at it, and I mean, I have known this entire pregnancy that it has been a girl. I know it's a girl. Like, I know this thing is a girl, because what boy would put their mother through so much torture? Like, come on now. So we are having a girl. Like I said, we are also having our full anatomy scan on the almost said the 21st, the 8th of October, which is when I'll be 21 weeks. So we'll actually get to see like the baby's like facial features and fingers and toes and genital area, her area. So I know for a fact we are having a girl. I was almost 17 weeks at this ultrasound. Like, I'm looking you guys dead in the eyes as I say this, because I know there's going to be people that have their doubts and they're like, oh, you're not sure. No, like, I know what I'm looking for. I am having a little girl. If for some reason this creature grows a penis in the next 4 weeks, I mean, I don't see it happening. It should have already had one by 13 weeks, 14 weeks. So we are having a little girl. If you guys do not follow either Brian or I on our Instagrams or Twitters, we posted it a couple of days ago. It's just, I just knew it was a girl. Like I said, I've known this girl this entire time. Like, it only makes sense. And I mean, it's perfect. It's gonna be great. We're so excited. I really would have been happy either way with a boy or a girl, but I definitely think, as far as Brian goes, I think he is just going to melt his little heart into 1,000 pieces, because we are having a little girl bands. We bought these like the day we found out. Aren't these like the cutest things ever? So yeah, I'm excited. Brian's excited. It's just, I knew it, like, it just makes sense in my mind. So we have the girl name. We've had the girl name since we found out we were pregnant. Our little girl's name is going to be Avery Nicole. We came up with Avery. There was a lot of names we were going through. I really liked the name Lydia for a while, because I wanted to name my child after Lydia Dietz from Beetlejuice. But Brian didn't like that name, so that got scratched, and I was like, okay, I see you. So we just kind of like played around for a bit with names, and we both really decided that we liked Avery. We just think it's really pretty. I personally think that either way, if she's like extremely girly, it'll be perfect as a very pretty name. Or if she's kind of more of a tomboy, Avery can also be that way as well. So I think it's perfect for a girl. I think that it's really nice for when she goes to school, because there's no way in hell a teacher can mispronounce that. I have gone through such a struggle in my years in schools with my name, so I didn't want my child to have a name that was difficult. And then we chose Nicole because that is my mom's middle name, and for both of the names, the boy and the girl name, we wanted to kind of incorporate our family into it as well. So our little girl's name is going to be Avery Nicole, and yeah, that is it for this video. I'm pretty sure it was extremely long, but I wanted to share that whole story with you guys. And I hope you're as excited as we are. My belly is getting a little bit bigger. I know I haven't ate a lot today yet. It's still kind of morning time, so my stomach is not at its like full potential right now. But it definitely is getting a lot bigger. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you my bump. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe to me if you're not already, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys. Okay, so I'm actually wearing a tight shirt today, so you can kind of see the bump in more of a tight shirt. As you can see though, with my back, it's kind of curving out more to kind of make room for the bump, if that makes any sense. But here it is. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, like I said, I haven't ate that much today, so it's not at its prime. It'll probably get just a tiny bit bigger today, but this is 16 weeks. And yeah,